Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Myself Tanu, and today we are talking about lesson 1, willpower key to success. Now start the chapter. Once there lived twin brothers named Ajay and Vijay in a village. Their father had passed away, therefore their mother had to work hard to support the family. They stayed in their uncle's house. They were so poor that they had to give up their studies after fifth standards. They were 10-year old when they started working in a garage. In spite of all difficulties, they always kept smiling. Because of this quality, they were liked by everybody. Whenever I went for the servicing of my car, it used to take about 2 hours. The boy would bring a chair for me and I would read the newspaper sitting under the shade of a tree. They never said no or grumbled about any work they were told to do. I had seen children in many well-off families with grumpy faces and no happiness. If you ask them to do any work, they give you hundred of reasons to avoid it, said the woman. She further said, I used to really appreciate their enthusiasm. Sometimes I took snack and some old shirts for them, and they took the cloth with great joy. Once I took few storybook for them. Their face turned pale when I gave them the storybooks. For the first time ever I saw a trace of. Now I turned the page unhappiness on their face. They said, Madam, it takes a lot of time for us to read as we are not used to reading. Will you tell us the story? You are working all the time. Then how can I tell you the story here? About 4 o'clock we get some spare time. If you come here to have your car serviced, we can sit with you and listen to the story, said Ajay. I could not say no. I remember how my own children always insisted me to tell them a story at night. Therefore I agreed. I started telling them a story on Saturday at 4 o'clock. It became a routine for me. They were very attentive when I told the stories and waited eagerly for me. This went on for many months. Then I decided to get a driver and stop driving the car myself. My driver took the car for servicing, and after that I did not meet Ajay and Vijay for a long time. After almost a decade, my driver complained about a problem with the car. I told him to get repaired. When my driver came back from the garage, he told me that after repairing the car, I have not heard the name. It is the new garage. I asked the driver. It is neither too old or not too new. This young man is very sincere. It seems he has known you for a long time. He asked if you were still teaching in a college. My driver told me. I could not remember anyone I knew who could be opening a garage now. Since my driver did not even know his name, I was unable to guess. I thought that he might be one of my old students. Later, when my driver told me again that the owner of garage had asked about me, I felt I should go and meet this man who showed such keen interest in me. The next day I went to Good Luck Garage. The garage was fairly modern and well equipped. There was a glass cabin where I assumed the owner might be sitting. As soon as I entered, a handsome young man in a fine dress greeted me. Now in next page. Madam, please come and sit in the cabin, said the young man. I sat on the sofa in his office. It was a nice functional office. The young man looked vaguely familiar to me. I knew I had met him somewhere but could not recall where I had met him. I wondered if I had taught him. The young man returned with a mug of coffee and a glass of water. "Madam, you have changed a lot. You look old and tired," said the young man. I asked him to tell his name. I saw a dimple in his cheek when he smiled at me, and then I recognized him. He was one of the two kids who used to work in a garage a decade back. I asked him, "Are you Ajay or Vijay?" "I am Ajay, madam," said the young man in a soft voice. It was very happy to see the poor loving boy opening a new garage of his own, and patted on his back. "Madam, I am very grateful to you for your help in those days." "What help did I give?" I asked the young man. "Oh, madam, do you remember the story you told me and my brother?" "No, I don't remember," I said. He closed his eyes and sat down in front of me and started telling his own story that made him a millionaire. This time the roles had got reversed. I was the listener and he was the storyteller. The young man started. "Once some of the elders said to us, if you want to do something in life, you must go to the town behind the desert, pick up stones from the desert and carry them to that town. Some buyer or other will pay you for those rare stones." One morning we started our journey. We carried food and water with us. In the beginning the sand was cool and the sun not yet hot. We did not feel tired, but after some time the sun soon over our heads and the sand started to get hot. After a long walk we thought we had reached the edge of the desert, so we ate up all our food and drank up the water, but soon realized we had walked only half the way. We began collecting stones to sell in the town. After a while our bags were full of stone and very heavy. Jeff felt it was too heavy to carry, so he threw away the stone and decided to go back. Our elder had advised us to cross the desert and go to the town. Vijay did not listen and went back. I continued to walk towards the town. It was a difficult journey, collecting stone and traveling alone with no water to drink. Still, faith and hope kept me going. After walking for a long time, I reached the town. It was evening by the time I reached the town and took the shelter in a dharmshala. When I got up next morning, I opened my bag. I was amazed to see that all the stone has become big diamonds. Thus we became millionaire. He drop of tears were seeding from my eyes. The young man continued. After that, I decided to study and complete an automobile diploma. We set up this garage in our own. By the grace of God, we have been successful. Before leaving the garage, I took the snack given by the young man and got into the car, patting his back once again. I noticed the young man who was looking at me in an emotional and grateful manner. Moral: if there is a will, there is a way. Hard work pays rich dividends. Thank you for watching, and if you are new in my channel, so please subscribe, and if you love my explanation or reading, so please like this video. Thank you. So if you love my video, so please like, and if you are new in my channel, so please subscribe, and thank you for watching.